We don't get unlimited chances to have the things we want. And this, I know. And nothing is worse than missing an opportunity that could have changed your life. When Byron Allen invited me out to Houston, Texas, to fly the modified Super Delphin L29 with a former astronaut, Dr. Scott Horowitz, and a photography collaboration with another astronaut, Marsha Ivins, it sounded like a dream. Knowing they have both been to space on multiple space shuttle missions, I thought of every question I wanted to ask them. Masking my excitement, I accepted Byron's invitation and flew down to Houston, not knowing what to expect. And left with what I can call an experience of a lifetime. Can you tell us a little bit more about the airplane?
Byron and I were working on a project. It was a Navy project to help them develop a target, a high-performance target to simulate a threat. And they needed to test the avionics and all of the smarts of the target, which is kind of like a missile. And we had no really cost-effective way to do it. So the program manager said, can you guys figure out a way to get this thing tested in a big hurry and do it effectively? So we did a lot of researching. Byron found that this airplane actually was being modified to be a racer. And in 2013, an L-29 in the unlimited jet class won races in Reno. Because not only did it win it, it lapped the field. They basically banned the airplane from any future competitions. So that kind of ended the need for these airplanes in the race circuit. And so this airplane was available, and we picked it up to use as a test aircraft. The biggest mod is that we have a J60, which is a Pratt & Whitney engine, in the back, which pretty much doubled the thrust. The original airplane had 1,700 pounds of thrust approximately. This one has almost 3,000. And so it's a whole different airplane. Stock tanks held about 40 gallons, and these tanks hold about 65 gallons. So for cross country, with the two larger tanks and with the new engine, which gets us to altitude a lot faster, we went from about 375 miles of range almost to 900 nautical miles of range. So,
and I understand you guys attach these and they come off and you can replace it with
pylons here. It's really just a single bolt through the bottom and the entire tank drops down. And we have some pictures of the payloads on here, and then we build an adapter and you can bring the payload up and hang it right here under the wing. And the wing is all pre-wired to those computers. So we bring power out, data back into the cockpit to report in the data or control the payloads that are hung on the pylons.
You guys took this from a Cessna?
Yeah, it's from basically an airplane, just like Byron's. We have it had new axles, Cessna wheels and brakes, so parts are easy. Tires are easy to get.
True.
Things like getting tires becomes a problem.
You may have to fish them, and you're going to have to tighten that guy again.
Can you hear me?
message.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we'll get on ATIS Bravo.
Ellington Airport information, Bravo, down 1450 Zulu, 1150 at 9, or invisibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 1000, 1500 scattered, ceiling 25000 broken. Temperature 20, dew point 18, temperature 3002. Expect RNF approach, arriving and departing runway 17 right. Advise initial contact here, Bravo.
So we got Bravo. We'll be on runway 17. Here, see the display?
Yes.
Okay, so that's should have a flight display and a map display and an engine, little bit of an engine display.
Well, I do, but it's only on the left side, correct?
Right, the one on the right is a Windows computer for flight test.
Okay, gotcha.
Pressures are good. All that's good. The voltages are all stable. The generator's all good. Fuel flow. It's at 77. That's good. All that's good. Generators on. Charging. Avionics on. Switches are on. Gonna pump up the pneumatics, so you may hear a little buzzing of a pump.
Okay.
Fuel quantity. Have full internal gas, which is a little less than 270 gallons. Should be enough for about an hour or so.
Correct.
Okay, we're going to check the flaps. There's a little red thing that comes out on the wing. Are you ready to go?
I am ready.
Ellington ground, experimental jet November 154, Mike at the T hangars, taxi with Bravo. Won't be VFR today.
Ground, runway 17 right, takes you via Hotel to Bravo.
Hotel Bravo, Hotel 17 right for 54, Mike. What it's like to taxi this thing.
Okay.
You can have it. Your airplane. So
My airplane.
Tap the right brake. Usually it's kind of like have to like tap it just a little bit. Push the rudder over and tap. Sometimes I think the brakes in the back. I don't think the piston is as strong as the one in the front.
Gotcha.
Again, we'll go out to the area. Do some maneuvers. So do I wave? I wave at the camera?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I better not puke because it'll look really bad.
I'm sure the one puking will be me.
Because it'll go right in front of the camera. You can see there's the alert bar to your left.
Okay.
Those F-16s are sitting alert in case anybody comes across the border. So they're fully armed.
Close the canopy.
Close the canopy. Ellington Tower, experimental jet November 154, Mike, holding short, ready to go VFR south.
Great, that traffic is a T38 on the 6 mile final.
Line up and wait for 54, Mike. Okay, we're line up and wait.
213, report 3 mile final.
That's your mask?
Yes, sir, continue report at 3 mile
Yep,
final.
that's on.
Okay,
Cool 69er, if able, turn right taxiway Delta.
that's a cool call sign.
Cool.
That's his call sign, cool.
Airline 154, Mike, runway 17 right. Traffic 238 is down to 5 mile final. The winds are 150 to 10. You're cleared for takeoff. You're doing a left turn out.
54, Mike, left turnout. Okay, here comes the power.
0 to 12, clear to land.
There's 98, 99, that's good enough. This thing will get up and go. There's 40, 50, 60, happens pretty quick. Time to rotate. Engine looks good. Gear up so we don't overspeed it. 120. 130. Gears up. Flaps up. There's Southwest Services. Smile. Woo-hoo! Told you it gets up and goes.
That was awesome.
Thing has some oomph with the new engine.
Tower, Point Hotel, line up at wait.
Line up Point Hotel, 6597.
We can be under 2 and above the clouds, that's good. So the Johnson Space Center should be up here on our right as we go by.
Okay.
I got the power back at about 75% RPM. On a jet, you know, you measure RPM and pressure. Okay, so still have to stay below 4,000 until we get to San Leon Point, then we can do whatever we want.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, in another few seconds, there'll be all our airspace.
Perfect.
So if you'd like to fly the airplane,
Okay.
so you have the airplane,
I got the controls.
so you can try left and right and get a feel for how the stick, forces are. They're pretty nice and light.
Wow, very smooth.
And you can try, we're clear of the Class B now, so you can pitch it up as much as you want. There you go. It's pretty responsive. And pitch it up, down, left, right, whatever you want to do out here. We'll just kind of head down towards the water over the right there. Let me know any maneuvers you want to see. I'll show you how to do it, and you can do one.
All of them?
Okay, I have the airplane.
You have the airplane.
So to do an aileron roll, I don't know if you can see the RPM gauge. About 90, 95, you can do all your aerobatic work. We got 230 knots, so it's good enough. So in general, to do aileron rolls, if you get the nose up, now when you roll the airplane, the nose is going to fall because we're not creating lift. So by the time you get around, you're almost level again.
Okay.
So you can try that. Your airplane.
So how far do you go up?
Just pick it up till it feels good, maybe kind of like it feels like your butt's on the horizon.
Okay.
Then you stop pulling and you just roll. Of course, the harder you push it over, the faster you roll. No sweat, huh?
That was good. That was fun.
Another one, go the other way.
Okay.
Got to unwind the gyros.
Wait left, then you don't pull up or down.
Nope. Just want to go straight sideways. Yeah, you're way high. You don't have to be this high. Just roll. Yeah, there you go. That way the nose doesn't get buried. See? Not hard.
Yeah, that was good. Better.
Okay, so another thing you can do when you're doing rolling is what's called a hesitation roll.
Okay.
Now a hesitation roll is kind of like it sounds. It's the thing you see them do at the air shows.
Okay.
So they kind of pitch the nose up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
Okay, your airplane, you can try, if you want to try one.
The hesitation on?
If you want, you don't have to. We can do something else if you want. Yeah. Then with practice, you can get the angles just right, and you can enter an aerobatic competition.
Okay.
So a barrel roll is kind of like an aileron roll.
Caution.
Usually what you do is you pick a point off to your right or left. There's not a lot to look at out here. Maybe some little cloud in the sky. And you're basically doing an aileron roll, but you're kind of flying up and around it. So there's a cloud way out in the distance out there to the left.
Okay.
And so I'm going to pull up, start rolling, basically try to fly over the top of it. When I get to the top, I should be in 9 degrees of roll. Don't pull anymore, because what will happen is you'll pull the nose down. And you want to be upside down, and you start pulling the nose back across, and you pull it up. So at least you get the nose really low in a big barrel roll. So you can do little barrel rolls, and it's not as hard. Big ones are harder.
Okay.
You can try one if you want.
That was harder. So you go up.
So you go up. Start a slow roll, but get it going way up. Get the nose way up. That's good. Then you stop pulling and you keep rolling. So stop pulling and roll faster. Faster, 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 faster. Oh, that's really fast. Then you start pulling underneath. Yeah, Yeah, you can see that one's a little more of a finesse maneuver.
Okay.
Okay, how you doing?
Pretty good so far.
Okay, good. Well, we're up at 10,000 feet, so we got lots of energy.
Okay.
Cabin pressure looks like it's working. That needle's up in the blue. So we can go over the top, just a regular old loop. Get about 90-95% power. Push the stick down to get 300 knots or so. So we'll do about 3 to 4 Gs. So are you ready for that?
Ready.
Traffic,
So you can see the compass turns into a G meter. It says 3.
Yes.
G's.
Pull a little harder, it'll say 3 point something. Well, maybe not. Get your head back to see the horizon. Because you want your
Nice.
level upside down.
Wow.
And then once you're upside down, you just keep the rate going so you don't bury it straight down. Now we're doing 150 knots, so we have enough airspeed to pull it out. We do all right. We should end up about 300 knots. Pretty close to where we started, around 7,000-8,000.
Pretty cool.
So if you want to try one of those, it's all yours.
I'll try it. You might have to walk me through it. So at first you pull up.
Yeah. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Go ahead. Pull up.
Pull up.
Harder, harder, harder. 2.5. You can do it a little harder, harder, more. Whoops, that's high enough. Okay, get your head back. Make sure you're level, which you are. And keep the rate going, what you're doing. Or a little crooked, but that's okay. Keep the rate going. Now you can slowly pull out.
Pull it forward.
You don't have to pull very hard. Once you get through the horizon here, and there you go, you did a loop.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
Very different than the Super Decathlon loop.
A little different. So I don't know how much more area work you want to go, and then we can go back over to Ellington and shoot the pattern.
So what else is there? Loops, rolls?
We can do the infamous cloverleaf. That's a very finesse maneuver. It's one of the ones we teach in pilot training. I always call it the clover dive because everybody screws it up.
Okay.
But it's kind of a loop with a 90-degree turn in the middle of it.
Okay.
So the way it works is you pick out a nice straight line like the beach. So I said about 85 to 90%. Now this maneuver we're going to basically pull up and over, and if I'm good, the loop will come out going that way to our left.
So like a 4. Kind of like a 4.
Yeah, it's like, if you do 4 of those, it looks like a cloverleaf from the top.
Okay.
So, here we go. So you basically, the first part's just to pull up to your about, 45 nose high or so, which is pretty much the rear end on the horizon. Then you start a rolling pull, but you don't want to pull too hard because you don't want to lose your altitude.
Okay.
Now when you get over 90 degrees, you want to be upside down. Want to get the nose through the 90 degrees pretty quickly, and you should be perpendicular to the beach.
Uh-huh.
Which if you look down, we are. And then this is just the bottom of a loop.
Oh, okay.
And there we are. 300 knots, 5,000 feet. It's a hard maneuver. This is sort of like, if the student gets this right, he's a jet pilot, right?
I see.
Want to try one?
Yeah, I'm gonna screw it up, but I want to try it.
I'll walk you through it. Okay, you got the airplane.
So I go up.
Smooth pull, straight up to 45. Keep pulling harder. Harder, 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 harder. Okay, now start a roll.
I go to the left. I'll go to the left.
Matters. And keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, pulling. Okay, more roll, less pull. Roll, 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 till you're all the way upside down. That's good. Now stop rolling.
And then this is the bottom of the loop.
Yeah, it's backside of a loop, so now you got it. Very good. Then you just play your pull to pull out nice and level at about 5,000 feet.
Cheese. Caution.
Oh, we're a little higher than 5,000.
That's okay. That was good. Okay.
All right.
think you've seen most of the maneuvers.
How did I do?
You did good. We're going to make you an honorary jet pilot.
Yes.
Let's go shoot something. Let's go shoot something. Like I said, this airplane was built for racing. It can actually probably go 440 knots, which we won't do today. So when you have extra thrust, you get a lot of climb rate, so just watch this baby climb.
Jeez.
You can see this thing climbs like a son of a gun.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's pegged the climb meter, which is on the right side of the altimeter. Pegged it at 4 9s up there. Because we just went from basically 2,000 feet to 8,000 or 9,000 feet.
Yeah.
Up 30 seconds. So now we're only climbing 6,000 feet. We were climbing over about 12 to 15 earlier.
Nice.
And that's what thrust to weight gives you in a jet, is climb rate and performance. Also, when you do tight maneuvers, it won't slow down. I'll show you some G's if you like.
Okay.
And the way we normally do that, we start kind of high up here, add a little power, get some airspeed, and it's sort of a spiral thing.
Okay.
And that way you can kind of control your G onset. So in a turn, as you know, you have to pull some G's or the airplane will descend.
Okay.
So in a 30-degree bank turn, it's not very much. You know, one and a quarter, 1.5 G's. 60 degrees bank right, it's gonna be 2 G's. So if I do a level 60-degree bank turn, I have to pull 2 G's. You may not have it. So that's 2 G's. There's 2.5.
Okay.
And usually you squeeze your big muscles in your legs
Jeez.
to keep the blood up into your heart.
Jeez.
Up, you know, to your eyes. There's 3.
Jeez.
How you do it?
Jeez.
I feel it.
Okay, there's 3.5.
Jeez. 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 Jeez.
And there's
Jeez.
4 G's.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jeez.
You do it okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's pretty good.
Traffic,
Usually when you're in a dogfight, in an F-15, you're pulling 9 G's.
That's crazy.
That hurts. You know, that's why you have to do weightlifting and all that, because you gotta be careful, because your neck gets, if you turn your neck around while you're doing that, you know, you can hurt your
Full
neck.
muscle, yeah.
Really, it's pretty stressful on people. That's why, you know, after you come out of a fighter tour, you look like you're 90 years old. So I think you've pretty much everything. Anything else you'd like to see out here before we head back?
Not that I could think of.
Okay.
It's actually perfect timing because I'm starting to feel it now.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
If you want, you can reach over and hit the emergency and get some fresh oxygen.
I think I'm okay.
Okay. That way your whole face is nice and fresh.
I never thought the second time I do aerobatics is going to be in an L-29.
Yeah, with a big engine. Okay, you can fly again if you like.
Okay. I can
Just kind of fly over here to the right and kind of descend. We got to get below 4,000, so go to the right in a right descending turn. Turn left and we'll head back to Ellington. Turn as fast as you want, by the way. You can manhandle this airplane.
Yeah, I'm so used to the Cessna 172, you know?
Yeah, just here out of the airplane. Okay, we're going to turn. So it's like a big toy. Okay, get in the airplane.